of this country, there will be a split. If not, there will be a lot of compromises. And those compromises must start now. Mm-hmm. And as we go to the future, we might start seeing the situation where you say, hey, maybe I occupy this office. When we get to 2027, you occupy this one. Without those compromises, I do think there'll be a split.
There's one thing on the front page of Taifa Leo where ODM is insisting that its former deputy party leader, Wycliffe Oparanya, becomes a running mate for President Ruto come 2027. But back to the IEBC issue, do you agree that that method of getting to the selection panel is a bit messed up given our politics, that allegiances and alliances keep shifting from now and then?
We need to reflect on where did this method come from. I think the national the NATCO report clearly specified that we need a selection funnel. Opened up slightly to a bigger number and give some description of what probably could constitute a panel. That panel has been working. Now, there is absolutely nothing wrong with having interest. Politics is about interest because there must be a driver to this process. So, and it's not only in Kenya, it's not unique to Kenya and not to this particular situation. It is normal in every part of, in any part of the world. And Honorable Pogisi has pointed out a few examples. So, what we can only do now is presume. You know, we are all drawing conclusions out of the optics, out of what we understand in terms of what is happening. But we can also reflect from history. History may inform us a little bit. We saw the Uhuru Kenyatta government forming a handshake with ODM. And they went all the way to the election. Why are we assuming that the Kenya Kwanza coalition and the ODM coalition or the Azimio will not go all the way to the end? Why are we assuming that this will not happen? You know, these are things that we are trying to predict based on what you can see right now. But having said that, I want to underline the fact that we cannot really predict right now. This is just the beginning of. But one thing we should appreciate that it has given us a lot of peace. The country is actually quite peaceful right now, even if, of course, they are. And I want to dispute the fact that it's only the leaders from Mount Kenya who lost in terms of their positions. Other leaders also lost. We have classical examples of, like, the chairman of health. He did not, he ceded his position and somebody else was given health from the other side. So it's a matter of give and take. And this is what we need as a country. I told you, we would like to revisit our democracy. Are we really mature for that level of competition? Are we implementing our constitution as it is? Now, when it comes to committee business, I think we need to also ask ourselves, how do committees work? Whether it is ended by an opposition leader or whoever, it is not the chairman's decree. It's not the chairman's ruling. It's the committee ruling. And those committees, most of the time you find that even the people in majority may not be the ones who contribute most during the committee discussions. They may not be the ones who attend. They may not even be attending most of the time. So decisions are made by Kenyans, leaders who are Kenyans, who are talking about, thinking about Kenya and propelling Kenya and projecting Kenya in a good way. Okay. It's not really about who is. When I look at what we do in committees, I would imagine that we actually are not necessarily biased. Apart from maybe 2 or 3 watchdog committees, the others basically do their business based on their mandate, which is very well specified in the Constitution.
All right, Bonamakali Mulu, do you have concerns about the current process of reconstituting the IEBC, given that political parties made sure they were included in how we got to the selection panel? Then now ODM moves towards